Have you ever heard this objection?
Let me think about it, let me wait, and I'll give you a call.
Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how my business partner, Julian, overcame this objection to close an $830 final expense policy. Now, be sure to stick around to the end of the video to see how to use storytelling in your sales process to close more deals.
Let me think about it, let me wait, and I'll give you a call.
Okay, gotcha. The thing is, like...
Then I don't want to struggle again, and then get behind, and then I have to cancel it because I can't afford it.
Right. I mean, whenever we were talking earlier about the pricing, I know we said that $80 a month was going to be comfortable for you, and I want to make sure that your daughter is going to be protected, because at the end of the day, this is for... It's not necessarily just for you, but I also want to make sure that you're going to be okay. That's a priority, I'd say, for both of us.
Now, has just told Julian that he needs to think about it because the price is too high. Now, previously in the call, had already revealed to us that he had to cancel 2 final expense policies before because he couldn't afford the premium. So watch what Julian does next.
Do you think we should start with less than the $82 a month? Or, because I really don't want you to have to pay because the price when you turn 66 is going to go up quite a bit. And what I don't want to happen is that we end up waiting too long to get you approved, then we can't afford it. Because I had a client in North Carolina that I met. I'm from North Carolina. This guy was in great shape, young, gym rat, good guy. And it was really upsetting because his wife came over to me and asked me, like, hey, can we get him life insurance? 2 years ago, one of the people from my company had come by and they told him, hey, let's wait, da-da-da-da-da. I need to think about it, and I want to make sure that we're making the right decision. Well, by the freaking curse of the devil, this guy somehow ended up getting terminal cancer, and he couldn't find the guy's business card. So 2 years later, I come up to the house. This is when I used to do this thing in person before everybody was over online. I meet the guy, and he tells me, well, I want to get some insurance, but you need to talk to my wife. I can't talk about this. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I will talk to the wife. So I talked to his wife, and she starts crying on me. And I'm like, trying to figure out why. And she's like, he only has 6 months left to live, and we can't really afford anything. What can you do for me? And I'm like going out, checking every rate possible. The lowest I could get her was just under $40 a month. But at that point, because of how much of the cancer treatments were and everything, they literally couldn't even afford $38 a month. They were like, hey, we're going in debt right now. We're losing the house. We're losing the cars. And while that's an extreme situation, I don't want your family to end up in a situation like that. So if we have to start even lower than 82, I want to make sure you know I'm not going to give up on you. Would you feel more comfortable if we started lower? Would that help?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Where would you be comfortable starting at? Because I think right now we're at $82 a month. Is that correct?
What?
What would be more comfortable for you? Because I want to make sure we can get this locked in and your daughter is going to be squared away. Would you rather start like $70 a month or $60 a month? Would that help?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one do you think would be a little bit easier for you, the 60 or the 70?
70.
Okay, so if we do $8,000 for $69.17 a month, would that work for you?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
All right, so now there's 2 things that I want you to take note of in what you just saw. The first is how Julian actually had to convince to take less in coverage and drop the monthly premium. Sometimes you're gonna have to sell people on less coverage so that they can actually afford it and keep the policy. All right, now the second thing was the story that Julian told about his prospect or his client that, quote, needed to think about it. Now, facts tell, but stories sell. So that story is actually what pushed her over the edge and made him decide to get the coverage. Now, when you tell a really good story in your sales presentation, your prospect is going to envision themselves in that story. Now watch how Julian closes this deal up.
Do we want to go for the 20th of next month? Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you want to do that every month, just the 20th every single month?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the last thing I need from you is the account number. I'm ready whenever you are.
If you've ever heard the objection, I need to talk to my wife first or my husband or spouse or whatever, then you need to watch this video right here to see a live sales call where Julian overcomes that objection. So click that video right there and we'll see you in the next one.